A couple of weeks back, I made a video where I played with MapHacks against Serral. I said the best player in StarCraft 2 versus me with MapHacks. Now, I'm making the exact same video, except there's a new king in town. So I'm going to be playing against Clem over here. I also have a new mod provided to me by printf for the MapHacks. It allows me depth vision. I can see invisible units. There's no production tab, but basically everything else I want in life is indeed there. I'm obviously not going to be starting with a scout, as there's really no reason for me to do that. I planned out build orders very well this time. I'm not going to get humiliated for a second time by one of these kids, half my age, twice my speed. Not today, buddy. So I want to figure out what they're doing. So far, it seems like a single gas opener. You have a barracks here being constructed. So I was thinking, what would Clem do? If I'm Clem, what would I do? I think if I'm Clem, I'm playing Reaper into Hellion. That's what I would do if I'm Clem, personally. I think it's a build that makes, honestly, a lot of sense. Because you get scouting information, you can play fairly standard into a macro game. I think for Clem, it's going to be key to survive to the late game. Once you get to the late game, unit control becomes more important. That is one of the things that low-level players like me with MapHacks just can't really... You can't improve that by having more vision. It's going to be easier to maneuver your army, but the actual micro, the actual control stays the same. So once you get maxed out armies, I actually think it's always going to be very hard against these high-level players. So it's going to be pretty key for him to get there. And a safe way to do that is obviously going to be through that Reaper Hellion opener. And indeed, we're seeing a Reaper single gas opener. So this is honestly pretty much how I'd expected it. Now, because I know exactly what's going on, I'm going to chrono boost my workers. So I'm going to be playing a very greedy Twilight opener. That's my general plan. It should be impossible for my opponent to do really anything aggressive. Like if I die to some 1-1-1 aggression, I'm going to be fairly disappointed with myself, okay? I'll just say it. Yeah, nice try, buddy. But he should never be capable of getting a kill here. Never. Not in a million years. I said not in a million years, Clem. Please. Please, good sir. Okay, we actually have a factory coming in, which I guess is kind of predictable. We have the double chronos here. We can skip a robotics facility. If he goes for invisible units, he's a certified moron. And I don't actually believe Clem to be a certified moron. So I don't think he's going to do that. Another really nice feature of all of this is that I can just kind of chase the Reaper all the way back home. So he's probably going to try to... yeah, come on, buddy. Let's dance. One more? No, not quite. Hellion is out. Mine as a follow-up, which is actually not entirely what I had expected. That's actually the opposite pretty much of what I had expected. Oh, wow. Look at him, trying to dodge and juke me. I don't actually have to build any spotters either. So it's mine, next thing already. We can actually just get a straight forge over here. He's so freaking fast. Now, of course, there's one difference between me and actual map hackers, is that with actual map hackers, the opponent doesn't know that that person is map hacking. Here, Clem is very well aware of the fact that I am map hacking. So it's going to move out on the map right now. I mean, this is insane. This is a legitimately terrible move here, Clem. Why would we be doing that? That's it. What did he think was going to happen, huh? So I'm going to clear this thing at the same time. Like, does he think I'm really this slow in the head? He must think I'm this slow in the head, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing that. See what else he's doing. We're going to get a robotics facility now. So after we basically got everything else that's important in life, I'm going to send these two across. What are you doing at home? We see some Marines. We see some more stuff in production. I mean, I'm just going to blink in at a moment where he doesn't expect it, obviously. So he's scouting to make sure I don't expect it. I think that's what he's doing. Like he's just poking with that thing. He's just freaking poking with that medevac. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Oh, get a kill over here. So he probably believes I'm too dumb to have units in multiple positions. Yeah. He definitely thought I was too dumb to have units in multiple positions. Absolutely exposed there, Mr. Clem. Dude, you can play freaking greedy against Terran if you know everything. Uh-oh. There's no way he believes this is legit, right? Gonna send this across the map. Gonna start a Robo Bay too. Our +1 attack is gonna hit like a truck, by the way. Can I just say that? Yes, sir, I can say that. I'm not sure why I'm building pylons around the map. I have the full vision anyway. I guess it's good to do a little bit of pretending, you know? I think it's good to do a little bit of pretending, at least. I'm just gonna get a battery in the main base, just in case he ever does get in. You see, I'm preparing for my own mistakes already. This is an important concept. So, these two are like this. I'm just gonna move this across the map too. We have the prism that is now out. I want one immortal. I mean, my income is freaking bantering right now. It's legitimately insane. We actually don't have so many units though, which does worry me. We're just gonna keep this one over here. More of this stuff. It's going to the main base. So we have +1. Oh, that's a bad warp in. Yes, come here, buddy. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had this one that was going in. Pretty clean. Pretty freaking clean. I think this is exactly what he should be doing, to be honest. I do want to get a forward base at this point as well. Just gonna get 2 stalkers in this general area. I think I'm gonna be slightly too late though. Yeah, it does seem to be the case. Just gonna get a cannon up here. I don't know what his next plan is going to be. We're already going into Colossus. Is there a Viking? 2 mines. What, do you think I don't see that, buddy? Gonna keep this thing here. Next Colossus. Can we fight him out on the map? We most definitely can. Just gonna run into his 3rd base as we speak. He's definitely looking for something too here. Yeah, he's just gonna get pushed back. I always wonder if it's actually good practice to play like this for him and for me. Because obviously, I'm giving him a way bigger run for his money than I ever would. I'm still gonna lose this thing though. Which is not a great look. I'm not gonna lie about that. How did he... What? Oh, Harstem. Harstem. What is actually going on over here? Gonna need a new set of upgrades soon as well. Do I have enough gases still going? I think I do. We can definitely start sending in some Zealot Rumbys too, you know? It's not all prisms that need to be doing the serious damage here. We have 1/1 upgrades, which I think he has as well. He's just getting now his +1. How far away are we from just having a solid standard game? That's what I want to know. Because that's the exact location that I don't want to really find myself in, you know? That is the exact spot I don't want to find myself in. So we're just going to get 2 more gates. I think I want a 5th base as well. Okay, and now we're just going to start moving out. Maybe we can have like a 2-2 timing or something like that. Would be kind of epic. Man, if you have MapHacks, moving out is so much easier. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy how much easier it is. I'm also kind of worried about how little damage I've done so far. It does not strike me as great right at this moment. It's frustrating that sometimes, you know, I can see already where he's coming, but I can't quite shoot him yet. Which is actually pissing me off a little bit. Let's see if we can go behind him here. Oh. There we go. Stop attacking me, you prick. Okay, we're now here. Do we want to wait until we have 2-2, or is that actually a mistake? I think this fight most definitely was a mistake. It's gonna move forward right now. Look how freaking annoying he is with this constant harassment. Absolute prick. I wonder if I can just send a bunch of units in somewhere and then kind of take it from there. He doesn't actually have such a huge army. I think the 2-2 upgrades are going to be a game changer. Game changer-like moment, at least. Gonna get DT Blink already. So the moment he's ever slightly out of position, we're just gonna jump in like a prick, huh? Oh, it's the first disruptor shot I ever hit against Clem in my life. Not bad at all. Oh, you want to fight? I don't think you want to, bud. I don't actually think you want to. God, I'm so much better than my opponent at macro. And I'm a monster at the control. I wonder if he wants to play another one after this. Clem is not the type of guy that likes losing. Especially not loot. It's been a while since I've... Oh, look at that. That's a neat little, what do you call it? An F2 move back home. He's not the type of guy that likes losing to players worse than him. No matter the advantage that I've been gifted. He actually was afraid as well at the start. He was afraid. I shouldn't be getting cocky yet. I remember I was starting to get a little bit cocky against Cyril too, and I thought I was winning. Getting ahead, anyone can do. Well, that's not true, but most people could do, especially if they have MapHacks. Well, also not most people. Some people at a high level could do. But winning the game... Oh, no. See, we're actually messing this up massively. I think I messed this up actually enough right now. It's hard to say. We still have 3-3 coming in soon. This was a very mediocre fight, though. I'll give you guys that. He hasn't been on my side of the map a single time, by the way, which is hilarious to me. Okay, let's see if he's paying attention. This is skill check. Oh, he lost the skill check. Oh! There we go, buddy. Yeah, it's very frustrating if I can always see your army coming. See where we're at with these 3-3 upgrades. I mean, the real banger here is going to be just adding in some more gates and stuff like that. What is that? Just a single marine? Oh, I have a prism? I couldn't even remember doing that. I thought I already had started my... So I was getting too cocky again. You hear, oh, I wonder if he wants to play a second game against me, guys, because I'm owning him so hard. Oh, no. Classic Harstemism. Oh, my dear friends. It be like that sometimes, you know? Maybe I can get that? No, I can't. Maybe I can get something here. I think he'll have to run in. Yeah, that still wasn't a great run-in for him because he had to walk right into a lot of my units. And we have 3-3 upgrades right now, which is actually kind of significant. I want more robotics facilities too. I wonder if I can win this fight. Like, this doesn't actually feel so freaking great for me, you know what I mean? Why doesn't this feel so freaking great to me? It's because I just lost a lot of crap. I also just don't have so many disruptors available currently, which actually is pissing me off quite a bit. Does he already have the super thing or no? I mean, blinking out of the detection range only makes sense if there's no turrets there, so... Yeah, I appreciate what I did, but it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I just have too little disruptors this entire time. That's an absolute fact of life. We have a lot of freaking workers, though, so we can make some serious mistakes and still be somewhat okay. Okay, we now have 4 of these. His army isn't that big. His army is freaking tiny, actually. I want more zealots. Where's your main army at? That is his army, isn't it? Ooh, I knew he was there. It's really easy to send these disruptors into the correct spot if you can see literally every single thing that he's sending in as well. You just win this game, no? You can blink in. Probably do want to clear whatever is over here. Oh, crap. That one wasn't ready yet. Okay, so we managed to get a clear over there. Oh, God. MapHackers have it so easy. I would have been the world champion if I just used MapHack at every tournament. Ah, it's a good attempt here. You think he saw me blink forward? I think he might have. Oh, yes. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Actually, too much. He always pays attention, you know what I mean? That's one of the more frustrating things I think in life. It's people that always freaking pay attention. I have way too many workers too, by the way. Hello? Oh. We can actually attack this base. How many DTs do we have right now? Too little is the answer. We have a lot of disruptors. Maybe we can build some more DTs. Send one in over here. That seems good. Like this is another great thing about life, is that I can just move in whenever I like to. Okay, we're now gonna move back home. Did lose some units. I think I'm gonna get surrounded here, don't I? I don't have any disruptor shots remaining. Now I get a new one. I think he's gonna... Oh my god. Please tell me I can clear this. This guy is a little bit cracked, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I'm never gonna get that. Okay, now we run away. I wanna run away and never say goodbye. Gotta run away, gotta run away. Ah. Oh, maybe we can actually hit something here. Does seem fairly unlikely. I have a lot of cash in the bank though, which is nice. Just gonna send individual DTs in to deal with my opponent. I feel like it's much easier to control harassment if you see all the threats coming as well. Oh, yeah, if only you knew my army was up there. Wouldn't have probably made that move with these bad boys. I think eventually I'm gonna win. Oh, come on, really? We got it. This is a crazy game. He fought a little bit worse than me in the end, but overall his fights were extremely impressive. Like the fact that I was up 2 upgrades the entire time. I think that's the difference between TVP and PvZ, is that with instant information, I can actually get a big lead. Versus Serral, I didn't get such a big lead at all in the early game. So I didn't actually have, you know, the same level. I think if we get into an even late game, I still just lose, just because of how the fights are going. I think he's, yeah. Yeah. I actually do believe that. Here at this point, at this point I feel like he should be capable of beating me. I had a lot of bases right now already though. I don't know what this is. Cloaked imitators. Exciting. I'm very happy with this victory. Alright, Clem wants to play another game, but he didn't want to play another game with Terran. He also didn't want to play another game without the MapHacks. So we're playing a PvZ. His work is pretty freaking good already, where he's the one map hacking. So I'm going to be on the receiving end here. I'm sure he's going to have a brilliant time. We were just discussing in between the game, like what we both thought of it. And I mentioned that I think the difference between Protoss versus Zerg and Protoss versus Terran is very big. Because I'm just up like the full 2 upgrades the entire time. It feels like there's very little that he can do about it. You know, like harassing is practically impossible. I was thinking maybe he could play like a double gas opener, but I think I would just have the perfect response every time as well. Maybe he can create a little bit more chaos, but if I just have perfect vision, like harassment of the Terran is really dependent on the fact that there's multiple avenues of entering, you know? This is why sometimes in the PvT matchup, bigger surprises happen as well, because people can just gamble very hard in one direction or the other. That can be with unit positioning or with build orders or sometimes with both. And if that's the case, a much worse player can just get in a really good position, like I just did against Clem. Everything I did in that game could have been done through, at least in the first 5-6 minutes, could have theoretically been done through just kind of gambling. Like the unit movement, I think, is a little bit out there against the Reaper and against the Hellion, but against the Mind Drop Medevac, I've seen Tosses just walk all their Stalkers on the map, trying to clear that thing as fast as they can. So it's not completely unrealistic. Either way, we're now in a PvZ, and I'm going to be on the receiving end. I actually have the perfect build order for this, I think. The funny thing is that I think if you're a less experienced player, map hacking can actually be quite bad for you. Because imagine if you're like a gold player. This is why I often tell lower level players that for them scouting is not so important. Because if they see something, they don't actually know how to use that information. Like they'll see like 2 barracks and they're like, oh no, 2 barracks, that probably means he's rushing me. I've heard of 2 racks before. And then in reality, it's just a 2-on-1 opener, you know? So they're cutting drones way too early, or they're building 5 batteries against something that is completely standard. So very often at lower levels, I think that just kind of sticking to your guns and not having full information is better. I think it's the same with lower level players that map hack. Yes, their movement is probably going to be very good, and I don't think they're going to die a whole lot against invisible units, but it's not going to be brilliant. Like their counters are just garbage. And I even saw that with some of the map hackers that were like low or mid grandmasters. Like their responses were so terrible that it's just hard to imagine, you know. It's hard to imagine that they get. Yeah, I mean, they get obviously some type of advantage from it, but they could be getting so much more if they actually had any clue about the game. They might be distracting themselves and doing bad responses. And I have a build that is going to do just that against Clem. If you're not super familiar in the PvZ matchup, this build could actually mess with you a little bit because it's not so all-in. It has a very fast third base, which makes it feel a lot less all-in as well. This is terrible, but whatever. But you still need to respect the follow-up. So just going to get a little pylon over here. Just going to play single Oracle. That's what I'm feeling. Single Oracle, really fast third base, single gate. Then we're going to follow this up with an insanely fast Twilight Council and pretty quick blink. Actually, one of the fastest blinks possible. So this is a 340 Twilight Council. This is banging. We can smell that this is banging, absolutely. I love that Clem went for it. Whenever I ask these high-level players to do something with me, you know, I always try to make sure that they invest as little time as possible. You know, so they doesn't feel to them like they're wasting a bunch of time. And one of the things that I really like about Clem is that he seems just as excited as I am for a lot of these things, you know? If I challenge him for something dumb, like we'll play one game, and I'll be like, all right, thank you so much. He's like, okay, I want a rematch, or I want another go, which I think is just really cool. He's a genuinely cool person. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot of damage done here with my Oracle. I'm already not the greatest Oracle harasser in general, given the fact that he is going to know where I'm coming. Wow, crazy movement, guys. Is Clem the next best Zerg in the world? Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Let's chrono this a couple more times. Actually could have chronoed some of my workers too. Been a little bit sloppy with that here in this game. Wow. Such a break. Very fun though. Very fun. I love it. So I think like in particular like I'm not sure why I even attempted that. I think in particular like Ling Rumbys are going to be quite powerful. Because you know exactly when I'm moving out, and someone with his speed is going to be capable of controlling all that. I also really noticed that last game is that Runbys are so powerful, and you can really see the opportunities when you have the full vision. Like you can really smell those opportunities. Am I supply block here? That's also an opportunity for me to just start moving out, I guess. Absolute opportunity over here. Just get gases behind this. We're gonna go with 10 stalkers. I mean, this is serious pressure, don't get me wrong, but we definitely could have done this with 2 more. That's what I'm trying to say. If I hadn't gotten that, need little supply block. Need little supply block. So he's getting a Roach Warren. We're just gonna push in and hopefully deal a little bit of damage at least. Don't forget, I desperately need this high ground vision as well. I love that I'm blocking him too. I think it's a good move. Hop, hop, hop. Paardje in galop. So I'm getting this base. Let's see if we can actually move towards his fort right now, or if that's going to be mission impossible, as the French would call it. Oh, I actually can wall this area already. It's nasty. I think I can actually fight a little bit. Is this +1? Oh, he doesn't plus. Of course he has. I should have figured that out a little bit faster. That's embarrassing. That actually is pretty embarrassing. Get an Immortal out. I mean, we're gonna lose a lot of Stalkers here. Maybe we can save this one for a little bit longer. We have a lot of kills as well on our dudes though. So it's not all bad, but I actually really wonder what his worker count is right now. So I'm gonna try figuring that out. I'm gonna try figuring it out. We'll get Storm here. Then we'll follow this up with a Prism. See what he's all up to, huh? That prick. Okay, so just now he's getting extra gases. He's pretty low on the workers. I want to see if he's teching that into Hive. Okay, I think that's a recent tech into Hive. So it's hard for me to exactly judge what our position is like. But I think I'm in an okay-ish spot. So one thing that scares me here is the possibility of him just finding my units out on the map. I think that's bad. One thing that is pretty cool though. Oh, let's see what he has. Is he getting Ravager upgrades? I think he's playing Ravager Ling Bane, which is not... Is this my +1? Oh, crap. I'm pretty slow with my +2 actually, am I not? What's he doing? He seems to be playing Ravager Ling... Yeah, just proper Ravager Ling Bane, which is not so popular because it sucks. I'm still kind of expecting him to go for like a base trade at some point. Yeah, we're well set up over here though. There's no way he can fight this. There's just no way. Come here, buddy. Oh, he actually wants to go for my Prism? This feels okay for me, huh? How was he? Every single time I try to get out here, something else bad happens. Just gonna get some of these. I wanna get a 5th base too. Ooh. I do dig that, huh? So we want another one of these things then. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention! Oh, that's nothing but just my bad mechanics, I guess. No, I don't want to lose this game. Kevin. That really sucked actually. I was so busy trying to counter and doing things that I forgot to pay attention to my main army. Hey. Noise attempt there, buddy. Do dig that. Let's see if we can just send a fat run by around. So he's getting Immortals, or at least he seems to be getting Immortals. Or Immortals, Ultra. So I want to get Immortals. That's how I got Immortals in my head. We're very high on the work account. It's the second time that we're very high on the work account. Let's see if I can get something done here. Almost definitely, huh? I don't think I'm gonna let you pull me in all the way. It's gonna go to the bottom side here. Okay, you're gonna go here, you're gonna go here. I mean, theoretically, we don't have such a bad setup, do we? Okay, we're set up here, we're going in. Okay, this is gonna get cleared. This, I think, eventually is gonna get cleared as well. I want a mothership, which I think I'm gonna send to the complete other side. We'll get a Zealot warp in over here. See what he has in this area. Do I have an observer with this? Yeah, I do. That's actually kind of neat. Observers are very powerful. Oh, he's completely here with his main army, huh? Okay. I think he's just dead now, though. I don't quite understand how he's gonna plan on winning this game. Hey, Swarm Hunt? I think those are not so good usually. Usually considered to be a mistake. Okay, getting more units. I really wonder what he's rebuilding on. Wonder if he has a base out here or not as well. Oh, good splits, Kevin. They call me the Clem of Protoss. Although Clem is also better at Protoss than I am, so that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There is a Clem of Protoss, it's just the actual Clem. Which is sad to think about. Okay, I can definitely hit this one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, how was I supposed to know that something wasn't right, girl? Oh, baby, baby, woo-hoo, I wouldn't let you go. Yeah, MapHack. Powerful, but not powerful enough, my dear Clem. GG's. It's so weird. It feels odd, no? It feels so freaking odd, to be honest. Like I think if you practice more with it, you're gonna get better very quickly because it feels like you're looking too much. Well, a lot of information can just be minimap, but it's so exciting to see everything. So you're just like looking at, oh, this is really good. But yeah, I think it's mainly the case for higher level players. All right, I think that's actually gonna be it. Huge shout out to Circus So Stressful. I barely had time to look at your stuff. Yeah, huge shout out to Clem for making time. He's a very busy guy. Interviews with big TV stations, news channels, talking to him about being the world champ, beating the Finnish dude. So yeah, big shout out to him. If you did enjoy this, don't forget that like button, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to tell everyone that I managed to beat him. It's important news. And I'll see all of you next time for more videos. Bye-bye.